Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to watch a clip from the NFC East Roundtable powered by BetUS. And so as you can see, we have both of the lines of the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles game. BetUS is matching 150% of your first deposit all the way up to $2,000 and 125% of your second and your third. Visit their website and utilize code YouTube150 to take advantage of this crazy promo. Now sit back and enjoy a clip from the NFC East Roundtable.
We got the Arizona Cardinals coming up on Sunday. Kyler Murray has looked very good. He looks like the K1 he was before his injury in 2022, and he's going to be a problem. I do have a problem thinking that Washington is trying to steal a victory from the Arizona Cardinals. Who are we stealing from? It's ass versus ass. Our roster is bottom tier. Their roster is bottom tier. They got Maserati Marvin Harrison Jr. They got Kyler Murray. They got Budda Baker. But I think we got better ass than them. I think we got better ass than the Arizona Cardinals. So when they say Washington's going to steal one, I don't think it's about stealing. Yes, they're at home. I don't want to hear anything about Washington struggling in Arizona in years past because this is a new Washington team. This will come down to the turnover battle. At some point, we're going to turn the ball over. We're not going to continue to have a clean sheet every week. It's irregular. It's not normal, and it's not part of the game. Turnovers literally fall in people's lap. Kyler Murray is capable of turning the ball over, and I think that's going to be the S factor of this game. Are we going to be able to get to him? Because he's hard to sack. He's slippery. He's fast as hell, and he throws on the run up there, probably top 3 or top 4 in this league. He's a problem, but I don't see us losing this football game on Sunday. I got us winning by 1 point, 27-26 in the desert, going to 3-1 on the season and coming home to host the massage menace, Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns in the following week. I got Jaden going and out-dueling another really good quarterback in this league, and this is the Cliff Timothy Kingsbury revenge game. He's still getting checks written to him from Arizona. He knows everything about Kyler Murray, the good, the bad, the ugly, and what makes him tick. We are coming in for revenge because we got to complete the redemption arc of our OC, an OC who has had an offense humming that hasn't punt in 2 weeks and hasn't turned the ball over one time in 3 weeks. Let's get it in and let's keep this thing rolling in the desert, baby.
It's ass versus ass, but we have the better ass. I love it. I love it. Holy hell. All right, Jay, talk.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one to watch. I'll say I'll be happy to watch the games on Sunday, knowing that we don't play, but it depends on how tonight goes, right? Overall, I think this is going to be a good battle because I feel like they're kind of even when you look at them on paper. And even though that Kyler Murray is the veteran quarterback, I feel like Jaden Daniels is ascending as well in the right direction. They got Maserati Marv out there. They got the running backs in Connor and also Trey Benson, also a young tight end who I liked as well out there in Arizona. But like you said, man, reunion back to their old team. Dan Quinn, where do I want to go? I don't know. I have to look at the bets on BetUS about this one because there might be some opportunity there.
I believe we're like 3.5 point dogs right now.
3.5. Damn, that's about right. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. If I had to lean, I think I'm going to lean towards the Cardinals to win at home, just for the home factor. And they played tough. I mean, they played Buffalo tough. I mean, you're aware of that, Dan. And so. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals to beat the Commanders in a close one. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game though.
No defense.
Zero defense. Smash the over, whatever it is. All right, Kid Blue, what you got, man?
Yeah, I think this would be a really fun game to watch. I hope both the defenses did their cardio this week because they have 2 of the best scramblers probably in the NFL right now in Kyler Murray versus Jaden Daniels. So that's going to be fun to see those defense chase those guys around. The Arizona Cardinals are going to be an issue defensively for the Commanders. The Cardinals put up pretty good fights. I know they are 1-2 right now, but they put up a pretty good fight versus the Buffalo Bills week 1, and then they completely demolished the Rams in week 2, and then in week 3 they lost a really close one to the Lions. They contained their offense, but they really look like they're starting to get the ball rolling with Marvin Harrison Jr. He had a slow start in week 1. He was completely boxed out, but he's starting to start rolling. So we'll see if we get more of that in this game. against a Commander secondary that has not been very good. Interested to see how Marvin Harrison plays there. And as far as the Commanders go, I think Rio brought up a really good point. I mean, this is the Commanders team that hasn't turned the ball over yet, and Kyler Murray is susceptible to turn the ball over. He does take a lot of risks. So we've seen a bunch of Kyler Murray highlights of him just throwing the ball downfield and hoping somebody catches it. So he's done that many times, and some of the times they've been resulted in turnovers. So I think that's a really big key factor to this game is, who can protect the ball better, who can play keep away a lot better. And I think this would be a really good offensive game. I think both teams are probably going to get close to 30 points. So I think this would be a sort of a shootout, almost like kind of what we saw against the Cincinnati Bengals that the Commanders just played. So yeah, I'm going to take the home team. I'm going to take Arizona to win. I think the Commanders had a really good wins against Cincinnati, but for me to start picking you more often, you got to show me more. So if you want to be considered as one of those teams, you got to show me more. So we'll see what happens. But I got Arizona here. I got Kyler Murray, the veteran. Like I think Rio said it, he's looking like a younger form of himself. Kyler Murray is back. He's playing good football, and I love to see it. So excited to see what he's going to do on the field.
One tidbit before you transition, Dan. Austin Eckler is out with a concussion, and Trey McBride, their starting tight end, is looking like he might be out with a concussion as well. So big offensive weapons for each side that could swing the game.
Interesting. All right, folks. We'll definitely keep a close eye on that matchup, especially when you're putting down some cash on the Commanders, the Cardinals, whoever you damn choose. And let me tell you what, 404 of you in here rocking with us right now.
Hey,
damn, let's go, baby.
290 on YouTube, 114 on X. All right. And you know what? Shout out to the Eagles fans that are still in the chat as well, because I've seen a couple of you in here, and you're going to love this segment because I almost guarantee you all of the panelists are going to pick against your team here, but we still need to talk about it. All right.
Eagles fans see that star. They can't leave, man. They see that star.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Eagles, after coming off of a very narrow victory against the Saints, are heading to face off against their second NFC South opponent, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right. So I'm going to start off with J-Tuck on this one. What do you got for this one? Who do you anticipate to come out victorious?
Revenge game for Philadelphia, right? Because the Tampa Bay Bucks knocked them out of the playoffs last year. Now, I'm not sure on AJ Brown. Is he going to give it a go or not? Kind of seeing
all three starting receivers might be out. It might be Jahan Dotson as number one.
Then what are we doing here? So what are those odds on BetUS? I'm about to slam the hell out of Tampa if that's the case. And so, yeah, if that's the case, if the injuries are really prevailing and lingering on,
yikes!
I don't see them being able to beat the Tampa Bay Bucks on the road. Just with Saquon and Jahan Dotson, I feel like that's not going to be enough. So, overall, I think it's going to be a tough matchup. Like I said, it's going to be, based off of what happened last year in the playoffs. But Baker Mayfield's been playing well. So I would go with the Tampa Bay Bucks to win this game. If some of the wide receivers go, if you give me AJ Brown a little bit, then I'll possibly swing towards Philly. But I think that the Tampa Bay Bucks win this game.
Surprisingly enough, the Buccaneers are 1-point underdogs.
Oh, slam that.
Give me that. Ooh,
I'm going to give someone else's
that's a lot.
Another YouTube 150 real quick, man. I didn't mean another.
That's going in the parlay.
Let's go. All right, Rio. Have the Eagles and the Bucks. What you got?
Ooh, if they're without Devontae Smith and AJ Brown and have to depend on a Jahan Dotson legacy game, oh my God.
He breaks out, baby.
Hey, he may turn back into Carson Wentz's Jahan Dotson of 2022, or he will be exactly who he is right now. Go out and give him about 6 catches for 27 yards, but Jalen Hurts is going to have to use his legs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jaden Daniels ran for 90 yards on them, and Bo Nix was definitely he was moving the chains all day on them as the Denver Broncos absolutely dominated Tampa. Tampa was riding high coming off that Detroit victory and then get smacked by a rookie quarterback. So it's an Eagles revenge game because of the playoff, but the Bucks are trying to bounce back because the whole world is calling them frauds right now. Bo Nix didn't even have to throw a touchdown to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. Just feed Saquon Get the running game going. The Eagles have a good shot in this one. This is a hard game to pick, but I'm trying to keep up my consistency and not rooting for my enemies unless I absolutely have to. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by a field goal in this one. If the Bucs play a little better than the Saints did last week, they can get the deed done. I need Washington coming out as the only 3-win team going into week 5.
Oh man. So I'll tell you what. So that injury report is a damn CVS receipt right now. And it's not only the wide receivers, it is also Lane Johnson, offensive tackle, questionable,
Yikes.
and so is Landon Dickerson. So they have an offensive guard and an offensive tackle on the injury report.
Bucks by a touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Let me go ahead and lock. That's what I'm doing right now. As soon as y'all saying all that, man, I'm locking it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What about you, Kid Blue? What do you got?
Yeah, as soon as I heard the news that Devontae Smith was going to be out, AJ Brown probably still going to be out, I'm like, oh man. And then they got another receiver, Britton Covey. He's out for like 6 weeks or something like that. They are decimated on that wide receiving core right now. They're probably going to have to rely on a lot of the young bucks and a lot of guys that haven't really done much. And Jahan Dotson, what's his name? Johnny Wilson. And then I don't know if Anaya Smith is playing with them right now, but that's going to be interesting to see. And this is a Buccaneers team. It almost seems like this Philly versus Tampa, these two teams are almost like rivals now. That's kind of what it feels like. So I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. The Buccaneers, tough loss against the Broncos, man. I did not see that one coming. Bo Nick's legacy game for him there. And this is the Bucs team that's pretty damn good. This is a pretty damn good Bucs team, and they had their number in the playoffs last year. And with Lane Johnson also out, I just don't see how Philly's going to turn this one out. I think the Buccaneers have an issue against the run, and maybe the Eagles can kind of lean more on that now that their wide receivers are out. But this is the Buccaneers at home, I believe, too. So it's not looking real good. I got the Bucs in this game. You said Bucs +1. Give me that all day. I'll take that all day.
And so we certainly hope that you enjoyed that segment from the NFC East Roundtable. Make sure you subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a live show Thursdays at 6 p.m. EST.